Hi, I'm Krista Dawson, Director of Education at the Children's Museum, and I'm still obsessed with ants. So I thought I would share this great book I found in my teacher box of all my books I had. This one's called Thinking About Ants, and it's by Barbara Brenner and it's illustrated by Carol Schwartz. It's got a lot of great information, so get comfy. You ready? Here we go. Thinking About Ants. Oh, I see a bird and some berries. Oh, there are the ants. Now, here's an idea. For a little while, think about ants. Begin by looking. Get up close to an ant. Study it. Try to put yourself in the ant's place. Think, how would it be to be an ant? Are you doing it? First of all, think small, because the largest ant in the world is only about the size of a person's thumb. And some ants are small enough to hide inside an apple seed, so think tiny. Now think a color. Black, blue, brown, red, yellowish, or greenish. An ant could be any of these colors. What color ant would you want to be? I think I want to be a red ant. Next, think about the body of an ant. Imagine its outside, light and tough and hard like a shell, not soft like skin. Notice the ant's shape, a body with 3 parts, 6 legs instead of 2. How would it be to have an ant face? 2 huge eyes, a mouth, a pair of scissor jaws to bite and tear with, no ears, no nose. Instead, 2 hairy feelers on your head to wave around like magic wands. They'd catch the smell of something in the air like food. What do ants eat? Some eat meat, a snack of a dead bug. Would you like that for a snack today? A hunk of a worm, a bite of a lizard, or an ant will munch on a piece of hot dog left over from someone's picnic lunch. Oh, these ants are having quite a feast. Some ants eat seeds. Some eat fruit. Others sip honeydew from tiny aphids. There are even ants that eat each other. Some ants bite. Some ants sting. Others squirt smelly acid when they're scared. If you were an ant, what would you be afraid of? A stomping foot, a hungry flicker, that's a bird, a spiny anteater, heavy rain, bug spray, toads. But the scariest thing in an ant's life might be another ant that's an enemy. Where do ants live? In the dark, inside a dead tree, under a rock, under the ground with a mound of dirt or sand to mark the spot. I bet you've seen that somewhere, maybe even in a crack in the sidewalk. An ant can live in a house between the cracks on the floor or behind the kitchen cupboard door. Even the green stem of a plant can be a home to an ant. Think about living in dark places. But imagine lots of company, sisters, brothers, a family, living and working together because an ant can't live alone. In the ant nest, everyone has a job. What would you do if you were an ant? Would you hunt for food for everyone to share? Would you help to build the nest? Could you carry something twice as big as you? But here's some details. There's a soldier ant guarding the entrance. Here's insects and seeds, ants feeding one another. Here's the pupa. Larvae being fed and cared for, removing dirt from the nest to build a new tunnel. This is the queen laying eggs, and the workers tending the eggs, and the workers tending half-grown larvae and hatching larvae, and worker ants building a new part of the nest. Oh, and then they're bringing food up here. Would you lick the ant eggs and feed the little larvae that hatch out? Would you help an ant come out of a cocoon? The ants that do these things are worker ants. There are soldier ants too. They guard the nest. They stand at the entrance, alert, swinging their feelers, picking up all strange shapes and smells. And if an invading army comes, they're fierce. They tear their enemies to pieces with their sharp jaws. Whoa! A soldier ant can bite a strange bug's head right off. Now, think about the biggest ant in the nest. She's the mother of all the other ants. She's the only one who can lay eggs. All the other ants take care of her because she's the queen. A queen ant may lay 100,000 eggs in her lifetime. That is a lot of eggs. One day, she may lay an egg that will hatch into another queen. Like all queens, that ant will have wings. Some damp afternoon, she'll fly away with a group of male ants. They'll mate with her, and soon after that, they'll die. Then the queen will fly off alone to make a nest of her own. She'll lose her wings and begin her work. Nest maker, egg layer, ant mother. And someday she will lay an egg that hatches out a queen. Then the whole cycle will begin again. And that's how it would be to be an ant. Did you imagine yourself as an ant? How about if you go outside and see if you can find any ants? And now think about all the things that they do. Keep learning. Keep playing.